Hello and welcome to Daily Dose Radio, a 5-minute-a-day podcast studying the Psalms verse by verse, recorded here in the dining room of the Bible Bistro, located in Sharonville, Ohio. Hey there friends, welcome back to Daily Dose Radio here in the Bible Bistro. Well, let's just jump right in here today. We've got a lot to cover today and tomorrow because we changed voice now in our song. We're studying Psalm 66, which is a song, a psalm, and it is presented to us just like a song would be. We have 5 verses in this song. Those verses are composed of verses in the psalm, so we've been looking at it one verse at a time. So verse 1 was 1 through 4, verse 2 was 5 through 7, verse 3 was 8 through 12, and today we come to 13 through 15, which is the 4th verse of our song in Psalm 66. As I said, we've changed voices, and so the voice now is first person. When you'll notice it right off the bat there in verse 13, I will go into thy house. So now we enter into a conversation not about God, but to God. So we've been talking to the worshiper this whole time. We've had commands to sing, to praise, to lift his name up, come and see the works of God. So that's an invitation to the worshiper. This is what he did. He turned the sea. He rules by his power. And then we have, he holds our life. You, God, have proved us. You've tried us. Notice the first person plural, us. You've proved us. You've tried us. You've afflicted our loins. So we're talking to God there as a congregation, but now notice that it's first person, I will go into thy house. Now it becomes real personal. And of course, why wouldn't it be? We start way out, sort of distant from, looking at the wonder of God and his glorious name there in 1 through 4, and then we bring it in a little bit. We're talking about his works and how he's disciplined us, his glorious discipline. Now it's first person plural. This is the congregation speaking. Now we come to the worshiper. So you see how the psalm sort of has an inductive feel to it. Now it's down to me. What am I doing? I've seen his work in the world. I've seen his work amongst my people. And now what work is he doing in me? Well, now we're going to read verses 13 through 15, but the whole idea now is 13 through the end of the psalm and 20 or 19, whichever, however yours is numbered. I will go into thy house with burnt offerings. I will pay thee my vows, which my lips have uttered, and my mouth has spoken. When I was in trouble, I will offer unto thee burnt sacrifices of fatlings, with the incense of rams. I will offer bullocks with goats. Selah. So the worshiper's vow here is being kept. He made a vow at some point. Apparently, you'll notice there in verse 14, when I was in trouble. Now, when was he in trouble? Well, look back there at verses 10 and 11. God has proved us and tried us as silver, brought us into the net, laid affliction upon our loins, has caused men to ride over our heads. I'd say that's part of the trouble. And so apparently when he was in trouble, he's saying, during that time of affliction, while you were disciplining me and the others in the community, I made a vow. My vow is, and I'm going to pay it now, my mouth spoke this when I was in trouble, I will offer unto thee burnt sacrifices of fatlings, incense of rams, bullocks and goats. So that's what he promised while he was in the trouble, and now the psalmist says, this is what I'm going to do. I will go. He's come out into a wealthy place, but that he's not done with God now. No, he's going to go and he's going to worship him and pay his vows, because while he was in trouble, and don't we do this? We do this all the time. When we're in trouble, we'll say, God, if you'll just get me out, if you'll teach me the lesson and let me out into that wealthy place. We do it all the time. So here in the 4th verse of our song, the worshiper's glorious vow is fulfilled. And we end with a Selah. Join me tomorrow and we'll look at verses 16 through 20 here on Daily Dose Radio. Thanks for listening to Daily Dose Radio. For more fresh and delicious Bible studies, podcasts, books, and more, check out the Bible Bistro online and on YouTube. Join me again next time for Daily Dose Radio.